People just want to take my money, and which is why I was so skeptical. And I was getting broker because I didn't have a job. Not a place for me. I don't want to spend 55 years working in some, excuse me my French, but shithole.
You're one of the guys that came in with not a ton of sales experience, but we just got you onto a pretty good offer.
And in 3 months' time, you helped me get an amazing role, it turns out to be. And I'm just like, I'm pinching myself, dude.
Tobias, what is going on, man? How are you doing today?
Fantastic. What about you, Alex?
I'm doing good. We just got off a solid one-on-one meeting of us prepping you for your new role that you landed. So we wanted to hit this really quick and super excited to chat because you're one of the guys that came in with not a ton of sales experience, but we just got you onto a pretty good offer. So yeah, if you can give a breakdown, what's the offer you just landed?
Yeah, so it's a real estate offer promoting to create leads for other real estate agents,
Yeah.
run by Tatiana Londono. I'm still having trouble pronouncing her name.
Yeah. Yeah. Huge brand. I
It
think I
is.
mentioned before this that I feel like that'll be $1 million per month offer, like very, very quickly here.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
100%. Where are you based out of too, man? Because I think a cool thing for you was that, I mean, it's pretty common to think like, hey, if you don't live in the States, it's hard to land like a good US based sales role.
Mm.
But if you can give a breakdown of where you're at.
No, Denmark, born and raised, but I've always had I don't know, a pull to the States.
Yeah.
Um, been talking to a lot of people over there, and now I have an American job. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. And to be clear, are you selling to only US based leads or US leads all over the world? Or not
no,
US leads?
this is only for the American leads, US
Okay.
based leads.
Okay. There you go. So based out of Denmark and selling for a US based offer for like a huge brand, which is super cool.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, Tobias, I guess another thing we'll hit to is just what was life like before getting into remote sales? How did that look for you?
fucking boring, dude.
Why boring?
Because I didn't met you. No, I'm kidding. No, it was boring because I was stuck in a 9 to 5 but evening shifts, so my days were completely messed up after that. Worked there for about 4 months, and I had just gotten back from Bali, and going from tropical islands and island of the gods and coconuts and just beautiful, beautiful culture and people and food to back to Denmark, rain, cold weather, cloudy. You have to look at cement walls all day. And then
Yeah.
I found you. Then I found
Yeah.
you guys. And in 3 months' time, you helped me get an amazing role, it turns out to be. And I'm just like, I'm pinching myself, dude. Like, just,
Yeah.
it was
There
worth
you,
it. It was
there you go.
so worth it. Oh my God.
Congrats, man. We'll talk about a couple things. What were you doing for work? What was that job you went back to in Denmark?
Yeah, so got back, got call out of the blue of some uh, substitute worker firm I signed up to a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Forgot all about it. Called me out of the blue. Hey, you want a job? It's full time and pays this much. And I was getting broker because I didn't have a job.
Yeah.
So I just started, and it ended up paying for this.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. I think it was like warehouse, which I did warehouse work too, like years ago, and that
Yeah,
stuff is not the funnest type of job to work, you know.
that's a very formal and polite way of putting it. I think you're being too nice, dude.
What would you say about the job?
Um, I think I wouldn't go on the record with my actual words I would use for a
Yeah.
work environment of that state, but I think it's just not a place for me, you know,
Yeah.
not a place for me. I don't want to spend 55 years working in some, excuse me my French, but shithole, and then doing the same things, same routines, talking to the same people about the same things every day.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. It was
Yeah.
the same for me too. I remember working in
Yeah.
a warehouse, restaurant work, and seeing guys that were 50 years old that have been there for 30 to 40 years and thinking to myself, like, dude, this cannot be me. Like, I got to figure something out different, you
You
know?
just feel so hopeless when you hear that stuff like, well, like what? It's 40 years.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's like
So
it's like almost double my age, Like
crazy.
man,
Yeah. With that being said, right, considering you were in Bali, right? I remember you saying you were trying to start a business out there.
yeah.
Bali's beautiful. Went back to Denmark, had to accept a job, an in-person job that obviously was not fun at all.
Bro,
What
it
made you
sucked
actually take the next steps to like, okay, I need to do this remote sales thing?
because I took a long, good look at the world and I thought with the impact I've had with the businesses I've tried to start and it all crumbled and failed, I can do more. I can be more. I
Yeah,
can I can do so much more. I just needed someone to push me,
yeah,
really. I just needed someone to just have my back, really.
yeah,
Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing for me.
yeah.
Did I answer your question?
No, that did for sure, man. And I know, it took you 3 months to land a role. We try and shoot like by day 30 for you to be on
Yeah,
an offer. I remember
yeah,
we had a call together,
yeah,
I think 1 month in, where we had to do just that, right? To like, hey,
yeah,
buckle in, let's push you forward. Like you could do this, you could go
yeah.
into a good offer, and now you're there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It didn't really go the traditional way, like I apply to a company, send the loom and spend 55,000 hours making that loom, making it perfect and everything.
Yeah.
Aubrey reached out to me, just out of the blue, and then I landed the interview. I landed it with my resume and my character and my personality and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But it was just like it just ping, just landed in my lap. Here you go. Here you are.
Yeah. For sure. Power of like being around like the right people at the end of the day.
Exactly what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
This is all from a mock call I did in like week 3.
Hmm.
Then Aubrey landed a role at the real estate offer, and then in some way I'm there too.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's good stuff, man. One thing I'll cover too, right? It's one thing to be like, hey, I'm going to do this remote sales thing. It's another thing to say, you know what? I'm going to invest in myself and like try and
Mm,
get help to speed this
yeah,
process up. You
yeah.
know, what were like concerns that you had before coming into the program, if any?
People just want to take my money and leave me in the dust, which is why I was so skeptical.
Yeah.
Remember our I don't know if you remember the first discovery call. I was super
Yeah.
skeptical. I was being an ass to you. I remember, dude.
Yeah. Hey, no hard feelings. No.
No hard feelings, bro. Much love, man.
Yeah, that makes
Shit.
sense. No, I get it too. It is always, especially anything you invest into online, it's always a little bit
Yeah,
of a scary feeling, or you think the
it
worst.
is.
What
It
made you
is.
actually take the leap and take the step forward?
Because how you presented, like on the call or just like in general?
In general, whether
Right.
it's the conversation we had, or what just made you take the jump regardless of the concerns you had?
Oh, because I was picturing myself a year from just before we had that call, right? And I was thinking to myself, this guy, he's a top closer, right? Like he's the real deal. There's, you know, and I was like, if I go on that call, I'm gonna buy it. Just and I was thinking to myself, do I really want to be in the same shithole a year from now and beating myself up mentally and being so tough on myself and getting down in the dust again and then depression and whatever again? And
Yeah,
no, fuck no. I needed to do something, and I needed to do something drastic. I didn't even tell my father this. He
yeah,
just thinks I'm in some sales group, you know.
yeah. Well, good for you, man. A lot of people, it's one thing to realize that stuff. It's another to actually like take action and start taking steps forward to get yourself out of whatever current situation you're in or anyone else could be in as well, you know?
If it was that easy, your group would have like 100,000 members.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it
100%.
was easy, everybody would do it. Literally everybody, but it's not easy.
Yeah. And where, I guess out of curiosity, how are you feeling now, right? Like, where's life at now for you, just physically and mentally, compared to where it was 3 or 4 months
I
ago?
was Yeah, I was speaking with my mother earlier, and I I sat down and I looked her straight in the eye, and I was like, I'm so happy right now. Like there's nothing wrong with my life right now. Everything's going great. Nobody's out to get me. I have the closer role that I wanted, even though I had a very lucrative opportunity last week come into my lap, which I said no to, and I feel
Yeah.
so good about it. Um, yeah, did it answer your question?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man.
Yeah,
No, and that's a good problem to have. You, I mean, you had multiple sales roles you could have accepted. You
yeah.
had a little bit of sales experience, but it's not like you walked in saying like, yo, I collected $1 million cash, like
No,
hire me, right? It's,
no.
you know, was based off the connections we made and also just you being able to crush it on an interview, which is
Yeah.
cool, you know.
Oh, right, it's a statement. Okay, I thought it was a question.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, cool.
Um,
Yeah,
well,
but yeah, it is very, very cool. I mean, like, I have about $65,000 collectively, over
yep,
my entire sales career. Which I know is not a lot, but I've also learned from this group and from you and from all the wonderful people you have in here that it's not about the experience. It's about you and
yep,
how you are and how you portray yourself.
yeah. For sure, people make decisions emotionally, right? And then compensate
Ew.
logically. So the first thing any sales manager or anyone's going to say is like, I either like Tobias or I don't. And then they
Yeah,
compensate logically and be like, you know what? I think if we bring him in, he'll crush it, which
yeah.
is, exactly what happened.
That's actually funny. I talked to Aubrey earlier today, and she was like, "Oh, you want to know what he said about you?" I was like, okay, fine. I'm not so much for gossip, but whatever. She was like, I like him. Like Michael was like, I like him. I'm gonna give him a shot. So she knew on beforehand, just like before it all got out. So
Yeah.
yeah.
100%. Well, hell yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you. I'm excited. We'll do another check in, of course, right? Because landing the offer is just step one. Like now we got to, make sure you're closing at a high level, but you're in a perfect
Yeah.
spot to be earning, above 10K a month at that offer. So we'll do another check in. And yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited for you.
He told me realistically I could if I do well, like 3 to 5K the first couple months and then like ramp up to 6 or 8K. But yeah, a
Do it,
lot of
man.
growth here, man. That's Alex, you're a fucking G. And if people don't buy a program, they should work at McDonald's because they don't want to take any action.
There you go. Please don't stay at McDonald's. So, who knows? McDonald's workers may be replaced by AI and robots in the coming decade.
That
So,
is that is very true. They made a fully autonomous McDonald's in the US somewhere. I can't remember where, but
yeah.
it's happening.
100%. Well,
Happening.
let's do it. I appreciate you, man. And we'll do
You too, bro.
another, maybe check in or another interview soon here once you hit your 20K months.